Automotive customers have historically been the toughest customers. They're always the most challenging to get the prices that you want as a consumer. But now the market is tight. It's tight on what we call low carbon aluminium. So the pricing power has moved a bit back to the producers again. So with the high quality car manufacturers, we actually feel we have better pricing power than we've had in a long time.
That's really interesting because when I look at the price of the underlying product as well, and again, I'm talking about the broader aluminium market, it has dramatically slipped as well. And the copy actually is talking about your company as well, talking about waning demand. Are you seeing waning demand?
Yes, but not so much from automotive, because the fall in transport and automotive is being compensated by the increase in electrical vehicles. But building and construction, that's where we've really seen a big fall in demand. In some of our segments, it's down 50% year over year. So that has resulted in the big oversupply that we're seeing in the world outside China for aluminium now.
You say the world outside China, big oversupply in China as well? Obviously.
No, China is actually the market which is balancing the global market.
Yes. That hasn't happened from a long time. Yes. So we'll do both of these then. Tell me what you're seeing in China, because you're the first positive person I've heard about China stabilising. So tell me about it.
Yeah, it's not necessarily China stabilizing, but they are not producing enough aluminium to meet their own demand, because environmental regulations, the focus on where they use the renewable energy, and lastly also where can they get cheaper aluminium these days. China is a big importer of Russian aluminium, which is not finding its way anywhere else. So total market is balanced. China in undersupply, world outside in oversupply.
Okay, that's very interesting. Tell me about this 50% figure then, in the rest of the world. Where are we feeling the pinch the most?
Europe, by far. When we look at our global portfolio, North America is delivering a bit better than expectation. Trucks and trailer transport segment, that is weaker. In Europe, it's quite weak across the board.
Sorry, is Europe in recession as far as you can see? I mean, when I see a negative 50% figure, the US is mildly higher. China is finding some form of balance. Europe's the one. You're one of the key barometers of European. That says to me recession.
Yeah. It's not looking too positive at the moment in Europe, no.
Yeah.
Based on that, then, is let's call it the long-term elements here, right? So the need for the energy transition in EVs specifically, different sources of power that are needed across Europe and the world, really. Are those strong enough to balance out the short-term strife that you're feeling in markets that you've pointed out, even if it is Europe as well, the balance that you're seeing out of China?
We believe so. And if you look towards a 2030 perspective, we see a more balanced market. We actually see a balanced market already next year. But the demand for aluminium, and especially low carbon aluminium, is expected to grow around 20% on a year-by-year basis. So we see good prospects going forward also.
Yeah, supply disruption.